the first thing I want to ask is like, can you tell me how did you end up doing what you do right now here in Bali?
How did I end up doing what I do here in Bali? So, about 10 years ago, I came to Bali and I was more on just backpacking here through with some of my friends. And I fell in love with Bali. I fell in love with the culture, the people, the food, the atmosphere, all that Bali has to offer. I was scuba diving for the first time in the Komodo Islands, and I just knew after being here for 3 months that this was going to be my home one day. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I knew it had to be one day. And so in between from today to from that time 10 years ago, I visited Bali a few times, just for quick stints of a few weeks here and there, and one time for 3 months, another time for 6 months. And I always felt that, again, this has to be my home. I knew that it had to be my home. And so back in October, I came to Bali when I was living in China, in Shanghai. And it was before I even knew that I would make this my home. I just said, I'm coming here for a holiday with my girlfriend and some friends. And when I came here, I met some amazing people. People who inspired me to live here because they made this place their home. And I thought to myself, yeah, let's make this our home. Let's bring MW experiences here. Now, MW Experience is based in Canada and also in China. And I thought, okay, how easy is it, or can we set up our business here? So I did some investigation, looked up as to how we can make ourselves legal here, talked to a lot of different businesses, and they, putting me in some of the right directions. Some I had to go through some hurdles, definitely learned a lot, but if you have the right purpose, the vision, and you know exactly what you want, you can make it happen. And Bali can provide everything that you do need. It's not an easy road, but like every entrepreneur can say that for themselves wherever they are, it's for sure definitely one of the unique experiences that I've had, and it's a blessing that we can now say that Bali is our home. So it's not the end yet, it's just the new beginning, and there's different processes that we still have to go through, but Bali is definitely going to be our regional office here for our headquarters for MWE.
That's cool. I heard about you start coming here being a scuba instructor.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that more?
Yeah. So I've been a scuba diving instructor for about since 2012. I became an instructor when I was in India, in the Andaman Islands, and I was an instructor also across the world in Canada, Thailand, Malaysia. Here in Bali, it's a very unique place because there's so many different places where you can dive. It's probably one of the best divings I've ever done as well around the world. And for me, scuba diving is just a different way to really explore the world, and the living on this planet. Yes, you can explore the world on land, but it's just a whole different landscape when you're exploring the underwater world. And so being a scuba diving instructor has allowed me to push my boundaries, to explore beyond just being an open water diver. And so I did my open water in Thailand, did my advanced diver's certificate here in Komodo Islands on a liveaboard, and that really opened my mind to scuba diving and what the world was like underwater. And then after becoming a scuba diving instructor, certified instructor in India, I decided to come over here to Bali to really now then redo all my different dives that I did when I first started diving. And honestly, if you've never been to Bali to scuba dive, it's a must-do. It is a great place to explore, and it's not too cold, not too hot, but there's many different adventures such as the shipwrecks in Chilamden. You can go see the mantas, just even 5 meters in Crystal Bay, as well as Manta Bay. You can go and see the mola molas. over there in Namongan and Nusa Penida. You can go see white tips, black tips, and all the amazing nurseries of the underwater world in Komodo Islands, Flores. And you do a liveaboard for however long you want to. I did one for 4 nights, 5 days, and it's just beautiful. I worked for a company called Scuba Junkies, so they're really well known, not only in Malaysia but also here as well in Indonesia. They're definitely a great dive center to dive with. They're super professional, and for me, if I can share my passion for scuba diving with anybody, that's what inspires me to continue to teach. When I first started, I was super scared about scuba diving. I did not know what I was doing, but my boyfriend at the time had encouraged me. And it was one of those things where I didn't want to do it, but it's a blessing now that I did it, because I want to encourage everybody else who is thinking about doing it to do it. It's definitely one of those things that I do not regret. And no one else regrets scuba diving either, because once they do it, they'll be able to see, wow, this is a totally different window into a different life, and it's a very exciting world to see.
It's great. Are you still being a scuba diver right now?
I'm still a scuba diver, though
Instructor?
I still am an instructor, a PADI instructor, but my gills have not been wet in a long time. The last time I was scuba diving was actually back in February in Sri Lanka, when we went to go see the blue whales, which are such a fascinating species to go see. It's very rare to go see them, but you can only see them in different points, like East Timor. You can see them, Australia, South Africa, as well as Sri Lanka, and they are super fast. And we spent a whole day on the boat, where it's just a little dinghy of a boat, and there was about 6 of us, 2 of my good mates, and we spent literally 8 hours there. I didn't even feel like it was 8 hours, because you're just loving just the chase of them. But you have to be careful, and very much on the lookout, because once you see them above water, they'll instantly start to plunge right to dive in, and you won't be able to see them. You can check out our Instagram on MW Experiences. You'll see the experience. And there were 2 divers with us that weren't very experienced, but then the rest of us were. And you have to be quick to jump right in to dive in and see them. And once you do, they are just magnificent to watch. And so there are 2 that were younger, so they have a lot more energy, so they can swim quicker. We did follow one that was about 70 years old, so when he plunges down, it takes a little slower, but slow is still fast. And just to be able to watch them for that amount of time was probably one of my favorite days.
Cool. Then how do you switch to yoga right now?
How did I switch to yoga? Well, my yoga practice started many years ago, but just on a novice level, just because I wanted to see how yoga definitely helps, with your flexibility, with your strength, your breathing. And I went to different studios across Canada and in Toronto, such as Moksha Yoga, Bikram Yoga, different studios, and I tried their 30-day challenges, and it really helped me kind of get my breathing right, my posture, my flexibility, my mobility, and I always thought that yoga was a really important practice. And it wasn't really until this past year or 2 that I really started to focus on it and try to do yoga every day. Wherever I am, whether it's in my hotel room, because I travel quite a lot, or the weather's in beautiful space like this, you're on the rooftop, and if you have no access to a studio, you can do your own practices yourself. Even if it's for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, it's really important to include that, especially in your morning meditation. So it's a great way just to get your zen back and get your focus in. As well as I'm really lucky to have a cousin, Ali Wong, on our team, who is our yoga instructor, who has shared her beautiful practice with all of us and all of our clients, how to just get back into your zen mode with your yoga practice. And each day, just a little bit, you can really build on your core strength, your flexibility, and your mobility. So yoga has definitely been a huge aspect of my life, just to remind me to slow down a little bit. It's okay to, not work out for the day if your body doesn't feel like it. But yoga is a great way to still get a little bit of that daily activity in, to get the blood flowing, to get the air circulated, and to really help clear your mind. So I'm really grateful for the practice of yoga to be part of my lifestyle.
Okay, the next question is, you own a business, yeah, here about exercise, yoga, and this and that. And how does you see your business fit here, doing what you do and helping other people to do the same?
Really good question. So for me, MW Experiences we launched back in Canada about 2.5 years ago. We focus on corporate incentive rewards and experiences where we help companies elevate their experiences for their clients, for their team building, for their strategy meetings, for their client incentive programs. And for me, being in the corporate world, health and wellness is really important. And I wanted to somehow integrate that into our business acumen and the way that we conduct our business. And so we thought about, hey, how can we do this and promote that to all of our clients from around the world? And for me, I really got in tune with my health and fitness while being here in Bali. And so we thought of launching it here in 2020. And so we just finished our first 2 weeks, and the concept of it is more so is like when you're traveling or when you are looking for some time to unplug from your daily life, how can you do that and where can you do that? And Bali is the first place to do it and a great place to do it because it helped me personally. We wanted to help promote how you can do your workouts, how you can even do yoga or whether different types of workouts, whether it's even working out in Tabata, HIIT, yoga, beach workouts, any type of workout that works for you, or even CrossFit. But do it with people, and so you can get inspired and motivated by them. I know when you're traveling, it's so easy. Oh, let's just go to the bar and let's go have fun and let's go drinking and let's go partying, or let's just go travel and we work out so hard just to get into our fit shape so that we can then unravel it on our holiday. But why don't we continue doing that while we're on our holiday? And so it's up to you whether you want to go doing 1 class a day, 2 class a day, 3 class a day, or however many classes you want, how many hours you want to dedicate to it. But we're here to help support you and to encourage you to do that. So for our experiences here for our health and wellness program, it's that we provide the right instructors and influencers of just promoting health and wellness, and we do it together. So we partnered with F45 and different locations around Bali, such as restaurants and so forth, to promote about health and wellness. And every morning, depending on what time you want to join us, the crew today is there at F45 at 9:30 in the morning. They work out together, and then afterwards they're going to do a beach workout, and then after that they have a lovely lunch at a healthy spot. And then in the afternoon we go to a beach club where we'll just have some fun. So it's basically bringing people together and to create those wonderful memories and to make sure that you're always continuing to live your best life. And on holidays, you are living your best life because you are relaxed and you get so much more energy because you're not stressed from your work or from your daily grind of all the things you have to do. It allows you to really take care of yourself. And so for MW Experiences, what we want to do is make sure that we help you become happy and enjoying your holiday so that we can plan it from start to finish for you. From the moment that you get off leaving the airport, there's someone who's happy to greet you, take you to the hotel or villa that you're staying at, have your week planned for you so you don't have to think about it, and then have people to enjoy it with. And if you have questions or want to know what to do around Bali, we are those experts for you to kind of help give you those tips. Because we've done it already. We know what's good and what's not good. And as well as if we don't know, we can explore it with you, so you have someone to do it with. And then as well as when you leave, that you have friends to continue your journey on with your health and wellness. So everybody else asks us, how do you differ from retreats? And why don't you call yourselves retreats? Because at the end of the day, you're not retreating. We are experiencing life, and we're experiencing life together. And so that beyond the days that you're with us, 7 days or 14 days, or because of the virus right now, people who have been with us for 15 days, that they can continue their journey on with their health and wellness beyond Bali. That they can go to any F45 or go to any gym or any restaurant to continue to eat well, be well, so that they can live a long and healthy life.
Nice, that's really great purpose. I love it. Okay.
It works for me, and I want to continue to share that with everybody else around the world because it's important. It's important important that you take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't really do anything, right?
That's good. Okay. About that, because I see now many people here in Bali is in a holiday, right? Yeah. Is that the thing that fits your business into here, or like?
For us, we are open to whoever wants to join us on our travels and in our different experiences. Like I mentioned before, our focus has always been on the corporates who, we want to have a bigger impact. And with the corporations, it's important, or bigger businesses, doesn't have to be corporate, just any type of business, because it needs to be built into the business so they can promote it to their employees, so that they can know that they're supported, that yes, you work hard, but we also want you to be well. So we want to focus on creating a bigger impact. So we partner with different businesses so they can promote that to their employees as well. We've also opened it up to personal travel. So even if you want to go on your own, but you want to explore different places, you don't know how to, people can join us as well.
That's cool. I see that in Bali not so many corporate. Maybe I don't know, but I see it like that. But how does like the business here can grow well?
So to answer your first question about you don't know if you see a lot of corporates here, there are. A lot of companies are really turning their focus onto health and wellness now. It's definitely a purpose and a value that they're ingraining into their business DNA. And it's a beautiful thing to see, because during my days in the corporate world, it was a scarcity to allow some of your employees to go work out. The company I used to work for had a gym in our building, but we never really had time to go, or it was something where we kind of had to force ourselves if we wanted to go. And for me, after really making it a priority to take care of myself, my mental wealth, and my physical well-being, it really I saw a lot of benefits, because it rippled into just how I organize my day, my eating, my efficiencies, my productivity, and so because I see that, I want to also promote that to other people, and I see that with a lot of my colleagues, my team, my friends, who they put their health and wellness first. And we're starting to see that big trend with a lot of corporations. They're starting to really ingrain that and put that into their values. So there are a lot of businesses, such as a company that we just worked with, Land Surveys. They brought their company out here on a retreat from Australia to really help them, not only do their business strategy for their 2020, but also allow their employees to get back to their health and wellness themselves. I see a lot of other businesses that rent out resorts to do that for their team. I see that with some of the other companies are giving discounts and working with different gyms like F45 and so forth. There's a company like Tropicola. They give their team to come out to different gyms to encourage them to do a team building session. A lot of other businesses like Omnia are also creating an hour in their day, because they have the space to invite people to do yoga there, to also do some running classes and so forth. So you're starting to see a lot more of these companies doing that. But exactly like what you said, is people don't see it, and they don't see it a lot. So hopefully with us creating these videos and sharing our vision, that more companies are going to do that. And we've also partnered with a lot of other entrepreneurs around the world, such as Bay Community. They're an amazing company that are partnered up with different hotels as well as co-working spaces, so that in that co-working space they promote health and wellness. They have an amazing instructor called his name is Julian, and he is been in the industry of health and wellness for so long, and he's created sort of this program where he's going to be able to share it with the rest of the world in Shanghai, Beijing, San Francisco, New York, Toronto, to promote to these co-working spaces to step outside for just an hour just to work out. If you're coming here as a team, let's work out together. It's great team building, and let's work out. Let's eat well. So we believe in that as well, so we're partnering up with them. And hopefully with these types of mini partnerships, you'll continue to create a bigger community to really create a revolution and tell the rest of the world and create that shift into really focusing on putting their health and wellness first.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the big reason or like the first reason that you have to open this kind of treatment and company here in Bali?
The main reason for me is because I love Bali. That's one and first and foremost, and I can totally see how Bali has been an amazing place for a home for a lot of other entrepreneurs. You can see that they always, every morning, either they go surfing in the morning or they do their morning trainings or meditations or yogas, and they all do that before they start their day. And for me, that's a true inspiration because I see a lot of the people, they are really successful entrepreneurs and businesses, and they first and foremost put their health and wellness first. And I want to be around and surrounded by people like that. And so for me, Bali was an instant, this has to be my home. Because I want to be part of a community that is like that, that promotes that. And as well as Bali really allows entrepreneurs to focus on that. They have great restaurants all around Bali, and you can find many of them that focus on really good food that fuels your body, from shakes to salads to fresh ingredients. It's very easily accessible. Living in China for the past 2.5 years, I found that it was kind of difficult to eat healthy unless you're willing to spend a little bit more money to get fresh ingredients. So I didn't feel like it was as easy to do that, even though my ex-boyfriend and I, we had a really good system where we work out every day. We had a great chef, Teek, who is from Thailand. She cooked for us every day. So there's ways to get around it. But here in Bali, it's just so much easier just to do that, to live healthy, to eat healthy, to be healthy. There's so many gyms all across Bali. There's also amazing nutritionists. I have a really good coach that I've been training with. Every morning he was training me at an amazing gym. His name's Matt, and he creates this amazing nutrition program that it's called Macro Kitchen. And I love his story as well, and how he started his small business. And he believes in nutrition and health and wellness as well. And so he wants to teach other people that it's easy to focus on nutrition, and even though that you're traveling or wherever you are in your busy day life, you can still focus on that because it's not only working out, but it's also 80% of your diet, right? So for us, we want to take what each of these different entrepreneurs are doing because we believe in what they're doing, and to show that to our clients and say, hey, if we can do it, you can do it too. We're equally as busy. I run a business in North America, in China, and setting up our business here. It's not easy to always, cook for yourself or to, especially as one person, to cook for myself. And so it's easy to get food either through Gojek to order it, or whether it's to go to different restaurants, or to order in food. They deliver food as well. And so for me, it's like, Bali is just an easy place to live. And I believe that other people should come and see it because it's a good life here.
Can you describe your personality that can fit you here, because not many people fit here. Maybe they fit somewhere else, but like, can you tell about yourself that makes you fit here?
Yeah, very good question. So another reason why we chose Bali is because I feel like I'm very like-minded with all the other entrepreneurs and people that live in Bali. The one thing is that we are very free-spirited. It's important to just go with the flow and just explore and take in every opportunity, and just marvel at it. And what I mean by that is that the energy here in Bali is just very special. There's so much opportunity, and the Indonesian people are such beautiful souls. They are here to welcome you and to support you, and they're always happy. For me, I'm always happy. If you ask anybody, I'm always smiling and always energetic, always wanting to meet and learn from different people. And that is definitely the culture here in Bali. It's very welcoming, and it's always bright and sunny every day. And that's what I love about this place. It's that every day is a brand new day, but every day is also such a blessing. And the characteristics of this place is definitely very much of a team. Encourages you to achieve all the dreams that you have and never look back. Just be grateful for every opportunity that you have here. And Bali definitely welcomes you with open arms if you have that right mindset, the right focus. And I definitely can be thankful for the opportunities here in Bali.
That's great. Okay, next one is based on what you do right now. This is the last one. Based on what you do, having a company who encourage people to stay healthy, eat healthy, work out, do yoga, and just being alive and healthy. What do you hope and wish about the people that you encourage, or this place, or about you in the future?
What I really want at the end of the day is really help people to kind of change their lifestyle in terms of making sure that they're putting themselves first. Being in the corporate world for so long, I myself look back and I realized that I was not healthy. I put my job and my work first, and for me, I really forgot what it was like to put me first. Sorry, I lost train of thought. Can we redo that part?
Yeah,
Ask that
sure,
question again?
sure, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, ask that question again.
Oh, the question is, what do you wish and hope about based on what you do right now? Like, you want people to, being healthy and eat more nice food. To
Sorry, just one second.
is
Guys,
someone?
can we? Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time. I'm
Okay,
fine.
sorry, ask that question again.
Oh, okay. Is there anything?
No, good. I think it's good now. No more. Leia, just stay there for 5 minutes, okay?
Okay. One more question. This is
Yes.
like the last one.
Yes.
I just curious about, based on what you do right now, encourage people to be healthy and work out and stuff like that. What do you wish about this island and you yourself and maybe the people that you want to be better?
For me, at the end of the day, what I would hope to do is just inspire others to just really put themselves first, their own personal health and wellness first. Working in the corporate world for so long, I myself realized that I was not putting myself first. I was not healthy, and I put the company and the business first before myself. And I realized that at the end of the day, health is very important. Our life revolves around doing things, and we're only able to do things if we're personally healthy and well, right? And so I encourage my team, and that's why we started this business, is to ensure that we're always putting our own personal health and wellness first. And so what that means is just being able to unplug from your work and just take the time for you, listening to your body, listening to your self in terms of, hey, can I do the things that I'm meant to do today? Is my body saying yes? And if it's not, then listen to it. I was in a little bit of an accident over the weekend, and for me, my body said, stop working out. And I usually train every day, about 5 to 6 times a week. And I thought it was a good idea to get right back into working out. But it my body reminded me that, hey, take a step back, focus on getting well first, and then you can get back into doing your workouts and back into doing, going back into work. And so thankfully I had my team that I said, hey, I need to take some time off, and they were able to jump right in and cover for me. And that is what it's all about, the teamwork, but making sure you're putting your health and wellness first. And no one else is going to do that except for you. So I want to encourage other people to do that. And that's what our team is here for as well, because they also have the same passion. And you cannot do anything unless you are well.
So great, awesome. I love the story. I'm sure we have something to work on right now.
Amazing.
Yeah.